Welcome back, everybody. It's Jeff and Justin, the Frustrated Rockstars. Back again live on MP4 with some talk and roll.
Talk and roll.
Yeah, we talk music,
sure,
rock, country, hip-hop, things you do at concerts, things you do
Episode
listening to
number
music.
27 for collectors out there.
Yes, number 27. So if we make it past this, we would have lasted longer than Jim Morrison.
Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix.
I think Jim Belushi died. No, he was older.
No, he was in his 30s.
Yeah, that's right. But, you know, we do.
I was going to say, are we doing Bumblebees?
Yeah.
Are we doing Samurais? No, we're doing rock and roll.
So, anyway, this week we're going to talk about the new Motley Crue CD. Just came out, Saints of Los Angeles.
Yeah. And we were trying to figure out how many studio records. And I know they've done the 5 in the 80s.
Yeah.
And then they did New Tattoo, Generation Swine, this. So this is their 8th studio record.
Yeah. Where do we start? Got it at Target for $9.
You got a Target for $9.
Not bad.
Amazing.
Not bad. I bought Dr.
Brand
Feelgood
new
when
in
it
the
came
back.
out in 1990 for, you know, $16.99. So gas prices up, CD prices down.
It'd be hard to even know where to go to buy physically, walk in a store, brick and mortar, and buy a CD.
Well, yeah,
I'm not sure I know where to go.
It's Target. So, I'll start with this.
Okay.
Because we have not talked about it yet.
We have not talked. We've saved it. We've been like kids sitting on their hands.
Yeah, we're huge Motley Crue fans. So.
Of course. Right. And it kind of ties into our podcast we did last week, talking about would you buy new music from an old favorite artist?
Right.
Which obviously we did. And so there
my
you go.
first question is,
yeah,
better or worse than New Tattoo? New Tattoo was Motley Crue's last studio album. They
2000.
They didn't have Tommy Lee. They had the late
Randy Castillo drums.
Album didn't do very well, I guess.
No, it didn't sell well.
I thought that was a great album. This is better or worse? Let's start there.
I'd say that New Tattoo was actually better than this.
I agree with that.
Now, in terms of, I will say that I like the new record, and it's growing on me more and more every day, and I was pleasantly surprised. Weird thing, when New Tattoo came out in 2000, it had been so long since a new Motley Crue record.
Right.
So,
well,
my
actually, Generation
expectations,
Swine, it only come out.
maybe you want to count that. Okay.
You don't count.
That's one I've never even heard.
I know. No
I know,
one.
and I have all the others.
You look at the cover with the pig
I
hats.
couldn't do it.
Yeah. But that was basically.
But I remember when that came out, I had really high expectations. And even more so, you know what album we're forgetting is the Motley Crue with John Corabi. This is their 9th studio album.
Oh, yeah.
So when that came out, I had a lot of expectations. And when New Tattoo came out, I had a lot of expectations. For some reason with this, I was just happy if I kind of liked it.
Right.
If there was a song I liked, or maybe if as long as it just sounded like old Motley Crue, I didn't go in thinking, oh, this is going to be my record for the summer.
Right.
And I was pleasantly surprised. I like it a lot more than I thought.
Yeah.
But New Tattoo's better.
That was the record of the summer. I think it was one of the records of the summer.
Well, it had singles on it.
Yeah.
This record has, I hear 3 singles.
Yeah. Here's my quick thing of analysis is, the songs are there.
Yeah.
The production it's got that new sound. It's a little too overproduced, a little too, you know, and it's what to me that causes
to be expected.
I know because they want to sound, you know, relevant because all that's how music is produced. New Tattoo didn't sound like New Tattoo had the old-fashioned production sound. Right.
But
anyway, and when I figured this out, listening to this, because this is the case of a lot of new albums, I get through like the first 5 tracks.
Right.
I hear some good songs.
Right.
Yeah, I listen to them over and over.
Right.
I don't like to go any deeper, and here's why. You just kind of get this, what I call, or what they call in the radio industry, listener fatigue. Right. It's just too much of the same productions, too much of the same noise. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm different because I like to hear every song.
Well, I like to. I do like once.
Right.
But the only songs I go back to are on the first 5.
Yeah.
Like in this
I've heard
case,
that before.
I guess I think the clear best song is the Saints of Los Angeles.
That's the best song on everything?
That's the best song on there. I think.
I disagree.
And I like the second.
Face Down into the Dirt.
Yeah, that's the second best.
Face Down in the Dirt, it should have been the lead-off single.
Well,
it's got the power, it's got that driving groove. Sounds like Motley Crue, but sounds kind of almost like the first Velvet Revolver album songs.
Yes.
Has that punch in your face kind of riff and production and sound and pace.
But do you like the way it has a cute little intro?
Yeah.
Like Dr. Feelgood.
Shout the Devil.
And Shout of the Devil. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what do you think? Now, it's loosely based on The Dirt.
Right. I love that about it.
You
That's
like
one of the things I love because my favorite song on the album, this is weird because usually I like the single. I have a great ear for like A&R ear for picking singles, and usually I like the first song.
John Kalodner over here.
Well, that's true. You can give me a record, I'll tell you the best song on it. I'll tell you the song that will be a hit. I'm good at that. This album, I like a song that wouldn't be a hit.
Which one is that?
What do you think? Let's see if you can guess. Knowing me for what, 10 years? What do you think my
You
favorite song
probably
is?
like Just Another Psycho.
I do like that. I see that as a B-side, but the best song for me personally on the album is Down at the Whiskey. It takes me back.
It is a little too. It is very poppy.
It takes me back. It's poppy, and it takes me back. We always made it seem down.
Yeah. Well, I think
they're
they're
catchy. Sounds like it's the song on the album that sounds the most like old Motley Crue. That's the only song on this album that could be on Dr. Feelgood.
Okay, or the first album. I think it has a.
I don't know about the first album.
Well, not in terms of the
Production.
hook. The hooks sound like a song from there. Yeah. There's a lot of great. Like I said, the songs are there. A lot of great hooks. A lot of great. But I just don't like the production. Nick Mars usually has a very distinct sound.
Right.
I can't even tell it's him. It's just a random noise guitar. You know.
Right.
I'm just tired of that overproduction.
Well, who knows with his physical health how much
If he even played on it.
Yeah, and I don't know if that sounds like Tommy Lee either.
Well, what I don't like
Tommy
is.
Lee is always like a half step on it.
That's the thing with the Pro Tools and all that stuff. You can go back and correct everything so every beat is perfect.
I don't like that.
I know.
Tommy Lee always had
Tommy's
that slap.
sound. That's his sound. If they go back and overcorrect it, it's not as good. What I don't like, there's one of the credits here. It's programming and keyboards. James Michael. There should be no programming involved.
Well, that's another thing I don't like either. That James Michael guy is
Who
like.
is he?
Well, James Michael is a guitar player that Nicky's friends with. They've actually been working together a couple years. I think he's in 6 a.m. 6 a.m. being the project.
Now, you're not talking about DJ Ashba.
No, I'm talking about just that James guy.
Yeah, he co-produced.
I think he's a guitar player on 6 a.m. too. And look, it's Motley Crue. I don't like him in there interfering, producing, writing.
Yeah.
I noticed that Vince Neil doesn't have any writing credits.
Yeah, I saw them on Larry King, and they were talking. Larry asked him, "So, who writes the songs?"
Who writes the songs?
And Nicky's trying to give credit to everybody,
Right.
but we all know it's basically Nicky. It's like, we write them, and then he does this, and Vince goes, "I was on vacation."
Yeah.
Like he had nothing to do basically with writing the songs. He
Really?
said it, yeah. And Vince sounds great, by the way.
Yeah, he does.
Sounds great.
For some reason, he always sounds good.
Yeah.
How can he still hit those notes?
I don't know. I remember we saw him in concert. He was hitting them. That was just a couple of years ago. That was a great show. So,
Wow.
I don't know if it'll be a CD that I kind of revisit as the years go by.
I find myself, as the years go by, that'd be tough.
Right. Like, I'll revisit New Tattoo.
Right.
And, of course, all the other Motley Crue albums, except for Generation Swine and the John Corabi one.
I think it's amazing how relevant Motley Crue's remain. I mean, they're constantly in the news. They've had reality shows. Kat Von D, is that her name? Kat Von D, who does the tattoo show on MTV or VH1. It's called like LA Ink or something.
Right.
She's dating Nikki Sixx, and she's 26, 27 years old. So he's in the news with that. They just constantly seem to, stay in the news of all those groups.
Yeah, that's definitely helped.
It's funny. I mean, I don't see The Cure, or all these groups in the 80s that were so relevant.
They were anti-Crue.
And look at the Motley Crue is the band that here it is 2008. They got a new record out.
They're going to do a huge Crue Fest tour.
And they got a new tour. So it just shows that we weren't so stupid back in the 80s.
Yes.
When we were walking around listening to Motley Crue, everyone made fun of me.
Yep.
Anyway.
All right, good. Well, there you go. There it is. Girls, Girls,
Run out and get
Girls.
yourself a copy.
All the way to Saints of Los Angeles.
We are.
Yeah, it is a good song.
You know you like it.
All right, cool. Well, catch us to YouTube, MySpace.
Sure.
Check us out and subscribe if you got one of them there Zunes.
One of them there, Zoom.
Oh, one of them there iPods.
Purdy.
It's free.
Nice.
And, check it all out at thefrustratedrockstars.com. We'll catch you next time.
Nikki. Girls, Dr. Feelgood.